Hello students, let's get started with series. Last class you have seen the sequences, normally mostly arithmetic and geometric sequences, and today we're going to actually learn series and sigma notation. So what does this really mean? Let's take small simple examples, okay? I'm going to take the example of odd numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7. Let's just take first 4 for example. If you're asked to find the sum of this, you're asked to find the sum of all these numbers in the sequence. Normally we would add, right? This is 4 plus 5, 9 plus 7, 16. All good. But what if this extends to n number of terms in this sequence and you are supposed to add all of them and find the sum, the total sum? This kind of adding the elements in adding the terms in a sequence, whether it is arithmetic or geometric, is what is called the series and series or summation series. We actually notate it by using this symbol called sigma. Sigma here, we are trying to tell that we are adding first 4 numbers of this series of odd numbers, right? So that will start with the first term. This is if this is A1, A2 and so on until A4 for this point. At this point, you would say that you're starting from K equals, I'm using K now just so it is in line with our notes. K is equal to 1 to 4 because we are just adding the first 4. And how would you say it's an odd number? By saying 2n plus 1 or 2k plus 1, right? So that is how you are defining. This is the nth term. This particular part is where you will have to make or build the formula using the formulas that you have learned in the last class for arithmetic and geometric kind of series sequences, and use that nth term to build our formula for the sigma notation. So here there is one more thing you need to observe, that this first term plus second term, if you just add those two, the first and the last, it is 8, isn't it, in this case? So that is actually half of the 16. So we in later in the lesson we'll try to build a formula for that also, but for now I'm just leaving you with the idea that when you're adding a certain number of terms in a sequence, this is how you would do and this is how you would represent. So in these examples that we are going to see below, for example here, so we'll start here, because it's simple. That's how we are actually building it. So when we add all of these terms, negative 2 plus 1, negative 1 plus 4 is 3, plus 7 is 10, plus 10 is 20, right? You're actually literally adding each of them by hand. You can also expand the series, like here the first 10 terms he's saying. So what is happening here? We'll just find first 3 and then we can see the pattern and extend it to 10 terms. So here if you substitute 1, 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So the first term is 4. The second term would be 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So it looks like the common difference is 3, and that's why you have 3k plus 1. So if you do, you'll see that this is the series. You're adding all these terms in the sequence. The first term, first 10 terms actually. So far I have written 6. So plus 22, my bad, plus 25, plus 28. Okay. When you add all of them together, you will get 175. I'm making it easy for you because it's a video. You can pause and try to add if you want to. So that's the idea, my dears. You're actually expanding this and finding the sum, like so here. So he just wants 3, 4 and 5, just 3 to 5, meaning the third, fourth and the fifth terms, right? So all you have to do is 1 plus 3 squared, which is a 10, 1 plus 4 squared, which is 17, and 1 plus 5 squared, which is a 26. So add them all together, you'll get a 53. right? Like so here too. So you can pause the video right now and you can find this all by yourself. And this comes to a 90. Okay, so here the next one, he wants you to actually write the sigma notation for this series. So if you see, just look at the pattern here. You could actually use the nth term a1 plus n minus 1 times d. But even more so, if you see here, okay, let me do this and show this to you. So here you have to first find the nth term. That's the bottom line. If it's not given, you have to find your own. So here you have the first term plus n minus 1 times the common difference is 5. And it all comes to just 5n, isn't it? Like this is 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, and so on. So you would write the sigma notation, but we need to know that which term is this 250. Okay, so that you can easily find. If 5n is 250, if 5n is 250, what is n? 50, meaning it's a 50th term. So it is actually going from 1 to 50 of 5n. That's how you write the sigma notation. So this is the sigma notation for that. Likewise, you would try to build. Here if you see, it is starting from 3, 5 cubed, 5 to the 4, and so on until 5 to the 15. So definitely it is going to be 1 over 5 to the k, but the sigma, the k is starting from 3 to 15. So by now you have understood that this is the initial point, initial value, initial, I should say, term, the cardinal number. These are the cardinal numbers, isn't it? So this is the final. And that's the sigma notation here. That's it. So you're going from the 3rd to the 15th. That's what it means. And likewise here too. So this is 3 over 10 to the power of k, 10 to the k. So if it is case 1, it is 3 tenths. If case 2, it is 3 over 100, and so on. So our sigma is starting from k value 1 through 4, right? All right. So if you actually see now, this is important for our homework also. If you see here, all the numbers are positive in this sequence, but not so in these two sequences. If you closely observe, the negatives are on the even terms. So the second term, fourth term in this sequence. In the series here, the negative is on the first, the third, and so on. So the odd numbered terms are negative. So if there are odd numbered terms that are negative, then you would use negative 1 to the n in your formula. So you would say sigma k is 1 through 4, just like how it is. The numbers are just the same. The series is same except for the alternate terms are negative. So since this is placed at the ordered odd numbered terms, you would say negative 1 to the n. You're using this one times 3 to the 10k, 3 over 10 to the k. If it is on the even numbers, then you would say sigma k equals 1 to 4, negative 1 to the power of n, 3 n plus 1, my bad, because this is even numbered, 3 over 10 to the k. Okay, so that's how you would do if you have alternate negative numbers. Okay, at this point, if you see here, these are finite arithmetic and geometric series. We are specifically looking at arithmetic and geometric. Okay, so quickly, if you have to find the sum of the first n natural numbers for an arithmetic sequence, meaning your there is a common difference here. So here, for example, the common difference is 2. So you would first look at the first term. So this is the first term, this is the last term. This is what I was trying to draw some analogy in the beginning of this video. So if you just look at the first term and last term, add them and multiply with n over 2, the cardinal number here. then you will actually get the first sum of the first n natural numbers in that particular series. So if you have here, the first term is 1, the last term he's saying n is 90, and he's just asking you what would be an. Once you know what is an, then you can actually use this formula. How would I find an? You would use the nth term formula, the first term plus n minus 1 times t, right? And here it is 1 plus n minus 1 times 2. Expand this, you'll get 2n minus 1, right? So an is 2n minus 1. Then what is a 90th one? What is the 90th term? So it is 2 times 90 minus 1, which is 179. So now we'll apply this formula. Sum to first 90 natural numbers in the series is 90 over 2 times the first term plus the last term, which is 179, right? When you do the math, you will get this as 8100. Okay, so at this point I would like to show you a calculator trick also. You can as well do this with this formula, but I'm almost running out of time, so I don't want to miss that for you. In the calculator, switch it on. So here, if you see the alpha button here, press alpha and window and choose the sigma, which is the second option, and there you will find the sigma. So you could just as well simply substitute each value here, 60, and then 4n plus 1, 4x plus 1. Okay. Oh, no need for the extra bracket here. So you're good to go. It is 7380, right? So it's as simple as that. Okay, you could as well do 60 over 2 times the first term and the last term. You just have to substitute 6 in that, and you'll get the same answer, 7380. Okay, so here I'm going to leave you with a clue for this particular question. He is asking how many total number of logs if it has 51 logs. So if you go up, and if you just actually look at this figure, there is 16 here and 15 here, meaning there is one decreasing as you go up and one increasing as you go down. So from starting, as you go up, eventually you will hit only one, right? And in the bottom row you will have, that means this is the 51st row. This is the 51st row. So which means that you're actually looking at a common difference 1. It's like first asking for first 51 natural numbers with common difference 1, right? That's a series here. Then S51 would be 51 divided by 2, and the first term is 1, and the last term, how many would you see? 51, isn't it? There are 51 rows, so then you'll see in the last one there are 51. So this will come to 1326 logs. All right, so that's the deal. And the last one is the geometric sequence. Geometric sequence, this is the formula that you would use. You would first need to find the common ratio. Like for this example, you would first find the common ratio, and it happens to be 3/2, and you just plug it into this formula. A1 here is negative 12 times 1 minus common ratio 3/2 to the power of 9. That's what he wants you to find, divided by 1 minus 3/2. And that's it. You will get 0.429, or you can use my calculator trick to find this. You'll get the same value. Okay. So I'm running short of time, but I'll quickly give you the formula for this. 7200, but you'll not see this question in Math Excel, so don't worry. I did n-1 because the first year is not to be counted, but remember every year has 12 months, so you have to do 600 times 12, and that's the reason why we have 7200. Okay guys, so and then you have to do sigma on it from 1 to 6.